Well, good morning. I'm off on another adventure. It's about 5:30 on a Thursday morning, and I'm trailering the boat from Jacksonville down to Key Largo for a 10-day stay. And I'm going to make a quick stop on the way out of town, pick up my son Alex.
That blue divider wall on US 1 lets you know you finally made it to the Keys.
Thank you. Hello, guys.
2 people, 1 bucket.
You got it, man. $10.
Yep.
Thanks, sir. There you go.
Here you go.
Hello, guys.
On our first afternoon, we decided to go to Robbie's Marina in Isla Mirada to feed the tarpon. While we were there, we got to enjoy seeing a manatee swim right through the marina.
Toss it way out there because they'll go after it. Here you go.
Look at that guy.
That is so crazy.
The next morning, we took the boat out to deep water to do a little fishing. We trolled for a while without success, so I asked Alex to stop the boat and let me drop a vertical jig to the bottom. I pulled it up one time and immediately hooked up to a very large fish. I fought it for about 5 minutes before we got it in the boat. I was convinced it was a jack crevalle, which is considered a trash fish, so we released it. Later that night, Alex texted a picture to a buddy who informed us it was actually a yellow jack and is considered excellent table fare. We could see some weather on the horizon, so we decided to run back inshore. Here we're idling along a creek near John Pennekamp State Park, trying to sight fish. Unfortunately, the fish weren't cooperating, but we could see the weather moving in pretty fast, so we decided to make a run for the marina. It quickly became apparent we weren't going to make it back dry, so we threw the isinglass up and just enjoyed the ride. We no sooner got the boat in the slip and the sun came out. We decided we'd had enough boating and fishing for the day, so we headed south to Isla Mirada, where we made a quick stop at the Rain Barrel, which is a little collection of art galleries.
This is Florida for you. Sunny 1 minute, raining and blowing the next.
After a few days, Alex flew home, and Tracy, the girls, and our granddaughter joined me for the rest of the week. Our favorite place in the Keys is John Pennekamp State Park. We love tying to a mooring ball, getting in the water, and enjoying all the fish and the scenery like the Christ of the Deep statue. Our granddaughter absolutely loves snorkeling in the Keys. She said she hoped that she'd get to see a shark and a sea turtle while we were there. Thankfully, we spotted a shark swimming along the reef, and a short time later, we got to enjoy a sea turtle swimming by the boat. Our normal routine while we're in the Keys is to get up early, beat the tour boats out to the reefs, get a couple of hours of snorkeling in, and then we enjoy lunch and a little relaxation at Rodriguez Key.
Wave.
Here we're cutting through Key Largo, passing John Pennekamp State Park, making our way to Blackwater Sound where our condominium and our marina is located. This is the first time the kids have taken advantage of the kayaks and the paddle boards. The next day it was a little windy out on the ocean, so we decided to stay on the bayside. We navigated across Blackwater Sound, cut through the Bogey Keys, and came out in Everglades National Park. The water here isn't nearly as clear, but it's shallow and it's calm, and it makes for a relaxing day. A little later that afternoon, we took the boat over to Gilbert's Resort to visit the world-famous Tiki Bar. There we got to enjoy a great lunch and some adult beverages. While the girls enjoyed another beverage, I got the drone up in the air. Here you see a creek that leads from Blackwater Sound to Card Sound. A little further to the northeast is Biscayne Bay and the city of Miami. While I was flying the drone, I noticed a large yacht was making its way to Gilbert, so I decided to follow it. As you can tell, Gilbert's is popular with the boating crowd. We were there on a weekday and there were still numerous boats there and more coming. After leaving Gilbert's, we spotted this wonderful park literally right next door to where we were staying. After anchoring, the girls made their way over to a platform where they enjoyed an hour of jumping in the water like little children. This drone shot shows our boat just outside the basin, and literally right next door is the marina where we were staying. I can't go to the Keys without stopping in Islamorada at Worldwide Sportsman. This is the saltwater division of the Bass Pro Shops that so many people are familiar with. In the center of the store is a full-size replica of the yacht Pilar. This boat was owned by Ernest Hemingway. He used it extensively for big game fishing throughout the Keys and the Caribbean. Yep, here we are, making another stop at Robbie's to feed the tarpon.
If you throw it way out there, they all go crazy. Yep.
There are signs everywhere that say don't feed the pelicans, but apparently it's okay for them to steal a fish from an unsuspecting tourist. Next, we headed south to Marathon, where we spent the afternoon at aquarium encounters. The best part of this facility was the marine biologists who were educating the crowd at each of the exhibits.
There are 80 species of parrotfish around the world. You can find 13 of them down here in Keys. And the most common ones.
They're both right here.
As juveniles, anglerfish are just like to talk about the
Gravy looking at. That's a pufferfish, right? That's a ginormous.
Lionfish are beautiful, but they are an invasive species from the Pacific that have overtaken many of the reefs in the Atlantic and the Caribbean. And just like that, vacation's over and it's time to go back to the real world. Do me a favor, hit that subscribe button below so you can come along on our next adventure. We'll see you then.